All right. Hello. My daughter gave me her Chromebook recently, and because it doesn't boot. So this is an ACER CP713-2W, and we get this error. OS is missing. There's no boot device. Please remove and connect all connected devices and start recovery. So the first thing that we did was we ran the recovery utility, or went to the recovery website. We used the key that's given on this screen and created a USB recovery device. That process works just fine. You go to google.com/chromeos/recovery, and it did take almost an hour and a half, but it worked. However, we plugged that in and restarted the machine. It tried to install it, spent another half an hour installing at least, and when we rebooted the machine, it gave the same error. So we're going to shut this down. Now, search on Google will show that a few teardowns and a few repairs of this focusing mainly on the idea that you can swap out the SSD card, the M.2 SSD drive. But the 713-2W that I've got here the SSD drive would be right underneath this cable here, and upon removing that cable you'll see that there is no SSD drive. There isn't even an M.2 connector populated in the motherboard for an SSD drive. Just removing the fan. I know everybody's saying, show me that there's no SSD drive. The connectors for this cable, the back of the connector flips up. And you can see underneath the cable is just nothing, and there's no M.2 connector right there. What it does have for memory is an eMMC, for which I can buy a replacement for under $10. So I've done that, and it's on its way here, but it'll be another week at least before it arrives, unless there are further delays. I was wondering, this is 4 gigabytes of DDR4, and I was wondering if I could get an additional 4 gigabytes of DDR4 and just populate those, but it seems a little bit harder to get, so I'm not.
Blah, 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 keep heavy when we roll. Yes, sir, keep big slow. Blah, 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 keep heavy when we roll. Yes, sir, keep big slow. One for my master and one for my day. One for the other boy who lives down in England. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11. I'm laying down the number 3. I like to count them faster, so how cats and dogs and sheep ready to learn fast as speak. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O, an honest farmer. Head out the E-I-E-I-O. There's a crack, crack here and a crack, crack here. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Now you can take a picture.
I'll use this other one over here, little black one.
The blue one with the temperature control.
The little black one's got temperature control on it too. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I would go the cheap route. Use the good old standard Weller. I'm just going to whisper in your right ear over this. My ink pen there's dried out, so fortunately there are already corner marks and a pin 1 mark on the PCB. That heat gun is a Leicester Hotjet S. Very expensive. I wouldn't recommend buying one. That's flux that I'm getting to flow underneath the part. And I just realized that keeping it on top of that aluminum block is not a good idea. I checked the backside for electrolytic capacitors and I'm transferring it to a hot plate. The hot plate's a Heiko 853. I have it set to around 220 C. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now I gotta clean that up. Couple of solder balls on there. This solder wick is no good either. See how that looks. Wish I had a magnifying glass.
I have readers.
Well, I got my microscope.
I mean, I think I have.
I can't.
I think I have 2.0 strength reading glasses. Throw on.
Oh, that's dirty. Alright, it's going to go on that way. I have to admit I'm a little nervous about soldering down the new IC, so I'm double checking and triple checking the pads on the PCB to make sure everything's clean. Again, flux, invaluable. Sometimes an acid brush, but in this case I'm just going to use solder wick, soldering iron, and flux. Time to try reflowing the part.
You're just hoping it doesn't blow the part off.
Well, they turn the force down. I'm not going to go full blast. Got to get it centered though, over the marks.
I had a thing where when I would put parts on, I had a thing where I actually placed a weight on top of the part.
Yeah, that's one idea.
What I typically had was a flathead bolt, and the parts I was doing were a lot smaller. In fact, they were so small that when one side of the part would reflow before the other, I could actually watch the bolt tilt before it settled down. These are back in the CNET days, real cute. So I'd watch under the microscope, and I'd see the bolt. It would tilt one way and then tilt the other. I'm like, okay.
Turns out the marks are very fine, and I needed to use the microscope again to align the part properly. Very paranoid about having the balls actually sitting in the right location. Here's an unorthodox tip. Sometimes you can see the part settle when the balls actually melt and reflow. And what I like to do is tap the part gently with tweezer to see if it rocks and settles back into place. Okay, I think it reflowed. All right. I saw a little jiggle. Don't do it.
He used to tell me that he always, I always felt like he was like holding up the 5 seconds.
Alright,
Today is another one of those times when I forget that, hey, you need to update it.
that was useless.
Yeah, that was just fun, like, as far as what the next day. And then finally, when it pops up, you can't just one, move it down to the corner out of the way. And then later on in the day, another one pops up that gets it up.
Yeah, cool. I don't trust my eyes for those RF connectors. So it's the big moment of truth.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I shouldn't make funny noises.
No, you shouldn't make funny noises. Oh, let's see what it does. Where's the power button?
Da-da! Boom, 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 boom. Bum.
Is the battery dead? The battery's died.
Da-da!
Sitting here for a week.
Da-da-da! Da-da-da-da!
She didn't give me the charger.
Da-da-da!
I
Oh,
wonder if
man.
this is a USB-C. Yep, USB-C. I can at least charge it. All right. All right, it's the next morning. I had to put it on the charger because the battery was flat. And let's see if it powers on now. And we still have the Chrome OS missing or damaged, which makes sense because our memory is blank. All right, what's the recovery process? Okay, it's hold escape plus refresh, then press power. And it works. Found external disk with recovery image on the USB drive, and it is in the process of loading it. Hey, Bella. Psst, psst. Bella. Yeah. Come here. Come on. Yeah, no one's gonna bite you. Come on. Bella. Come here. Hey. Something's happening. System recovery in progress. Oh, that's great. Awesome lighting. Bella. What? Oh. Alright. I'm gonna go take a shower and see what happens when I come back. Alright, we're back and it says recovery is now complete. Unplug your external disk to restart. Oh. Welcome to your Chromebook. Oh, that's exciting. Okay. Success. We probably should do some tests after it all gets set up. So I'll do that.